5 science stories for February 2017. Chicken and Subway sandwiches, only 50% chicken. An investigation was done by CBC Marketplace with the help of researcher Matt Harnden from the Trent University Wildlife Forensic DNA Laboratory. This investigation showed that the chicken in Subway's oven-roasted chicken sandwich and chicken strips only contain about 50% chicken. The tests performed were DNA tests of the chicken itself without any sauces covering them. The DNA investigator Matt Harnden tested chicken from 6 Subway sandwiches. The results were so shocking that they gathered new samples and tested them again, twice. The results were averaged, and the results show that Subway's oven-roasted chicken only contains about 53.6% chicken. Subway chicken strips only contain about 42.8% chicken. A raw breast chicken you may buy at a local market will be 100% chicken genetically. This is shocking, so you may ask, what the hell is the rest of the chicken breast and strip made of? The chicken is made of restructured chicken meat, meaning trimmings and random bits of chicken are glued together with meat glue to form the desired shape. Spices, soy, water, and some other ingredients not mentioned were found to make up the other 50% in both. While these are not dangerous, knowing what you are eating is important. They aren't doing anything wrong either, but the food may not be as healthy as you thought. Subway did not agree with the findings and indicated that they are going to start an investigation into the claims. Giant neuron wraps around the entire brain. As much as is known about biology and thought, there is much more that we do not know. Neurons were discovered for the first time wrapping all the way around the brain. Why is this exciting? These extensive neurons emanate from the colostrum, a part of the brain that has been thought to have a great deal to do with consciousness. During an exploratory brain surgery unrelated to this new discovery, doctors were able to turn off and on at will a woman's consciousness. They found that if they zapped the colostrum in her brain with electrical impulses, she would go completely blank, stop reading and responding to external stimuli. Once they turned off the shock, she would pick up where she left off, not having any memory of the event. These neurons could connect the colostrum to all other parts of the brain that control speech and memory. Linking the parts together, creating a network or binding the brain as a multi-part supercomputer that it is. Studying damage to these newly discovered neurons could help treat many injuries and diseases of the brain. World's first and only metallic hydrogen sample has disappeared. In the 1930s, a substance was theorized, metallic hydrogen. Despite many trying for many years, it wasn't created for the first time until October of 2016. It was sitting stable within a diamond vessel in an extremely tight vise at gigantic pressures. This substance, created from hydrogen, would conduct electricity without resistance at room temperature. This is extremely useful if you know that as much as 15% of electricity is lost during transmission from the plant to your home. If metallic hydrogen could be produced on a massive scale, it would completely change our world and propel many technologies into the future. Metallic hydrogen is created by taking regular hydrogen gas and cooling it until it becomes a liquid. The liquid is further chilled. Also, the liquid is pressurized extremely hard. The point at which it is formed, the hydrogen is cooled to 5.5 Kelvin, or negative 267.65 degrees Celsius, or negative 449.77 degrees Fahrenheit. The hydrogen atoms are packed so tight at this point they take on new properties, becoming a superconductive metal. The sample that has now been created is small, very small, 1 micron thick and 10 microns in diameter, about 1/5 the diameter of a human hair. It was being stored at 80 Kelvin, or -193 degrees Celsius and -316 degrees Fahrenheit, since it was created in 2016. The sample was said to be peer-reviewed, however, it is now missing. It is thought that it could have evaporated when its diamond case was broken and the pressure was released. Testing is what actually caused the failure in the containing vessel. Currently, the researchers aren't saying that it has evaporated, saying that it is likely still there. It is just mixed in with the debris from the diamond casing. But not to be discouraged, they are planning to create a new sample in the coming weeks. Turning a rose into a living capacitor. Scientists have figured out how to inject electrically conductive solutions into the vascular system of a rose, turning it into a living electrical circuit. This is revolutionary in that the plant has been turned into a living capacitor that can store electricity and be used like a battery over and over. A capacitor is like a battery, except it is able to be quickly charged and can regulate electrical frequency and voltage. All the while, the rose is still a rose living its life. The electronic solution in the rose does not stick to the rose parts and does not harm the rose. It is a bit like a symbiotic relationship bacteria and humans have. This experiment paves the way for amazing future technologies for space travel and implantable devices that could save lives. The study shows how the vascular system of the rose moves the solution around the plant, incorporating it into new parts as the plant grows. By continuing to study this, we may one day be able to inject people with a solution that could permanently install a similar solution into them as a battery for pacemakers and other implants. This type of living tech could also be used in future long-term space missions to create self-refreshing capacitive storage. In the future, entire forests may be turned into massive storage for solar energy farms, helping to eliminate the need for non-renewable energy sources. Half of all life on Earth may be extinct in the next 100 years. It is estimated that 50% of the world's wildlife has been killed off in the last 40 years. By 2100, it is thought that at least 50% of all the world's species will be extinct or nearly extinct. Throughout the entire life of Earth, about 4 billion years, there have been 5 major extinction events, the last having been the one that killed the dinosaurs. We could be witnessing ourselves create the 6th great extinction. Humans are directly responsible for life on Earth dying. We are rapidly destroying wetlands, forests, desert regions, poisoning the rivers, filling our oceans with toxins and huge islands of plastic. Deforestation is by far the biggest. There are only an estimated 400 billion trees left on Earth. Every year, 15 billion trees are cut down. Second is the massive overfishing of our oceans. Millions of tons of fish are pulled from the oceans every year, and the fish are not able to reproduce fast enough to keep up. On top of the massive overfishing, the fish are being poisoned with plastic particles. Plastic thrown into the ocean is being pounded into plastic sand and then gulped up by the fish. The plastic either stays in the fish's digestive tract or is incorporated into their cells, which you could then eat. But to sustain the growth of Earth's population at its current rate, we will continue to kill wildlife at this alarming rate, and almost nothing is being done to slow or stop it. Thank you for watching. Click the icon below to subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment below.